Mikey, we're back. We're back. I just want to make sure everything's all right. I want to make sure things are okay. We good? We fine? You know, my man Artie, my neighbor Artie, he's in the back right now singing some Frank Sinatra. Sing it, Artie! Sing it, baby! You can't hear it. Thank God for the beautiful microphone technology. But yeah, he's singing Frank Sinatra right now. You sexy bastards! How we doing? You know, you sexy bastards, this past week's been crazy. My phone, I forgot my mobile device. This past week, okay, it's been one like no other. I'm not gonna lie to you, this past week, very chill. Very chill. I've come on this podcast, this past couple of weeks, like, we're not starting off hot, it's getting crazy. Like my life every fucking month. It shouldn't be a out of the blue, like, Turbo's having a crazy week. Yeah, no. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this week was very chill. Let's go back. Let's go back. So Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah. No. Okay. So I believe that's Sunday. What's the dates here? What's the dates? You would think I know. You would think I was prepared for the podcast, but never. So it was the 10th. So me and Vinny Boombots, Vinny Boombots busy, work, chilling, summer stuff. I'm busy, chilling, the fucking podcast. I got my comedy album number 2 that I'm working on. So we're all busy. We all got our own crazy shit going on. But this past week, we saw each other fucking 3 times. Like, 3 times. For you guys out there that are still in the friend groups of like, we're seeing each other every fucking day. Like junior high school. Maybe graduating elementary school, going into junior high school, and that early high school years. Listen, I was about to bang my desk, but I don't want to break a vertebrae anytime soon. There comes a time when adults start to bombard you. They start to fucking all day, every night in your fucking ear. Your future. Me and your father, me and your mother, we had a couple of days. Like, they're gonna start telling you what your life has to be and what your start thinking of your future. Fuck your future. How about that? How about you tell your parents, fuck off, I'm playing Minecraft, I'm gonna make $1 million showing my asshole in a hot tub, and fuck your law school, okay? Fuck Harvard, fuck all that now in 2022. It's facts. So at that time, you're gonna start to say, whatever, and then ditch out to hang with your friends. And all your friends had that same mentality, hearing it from their own parents, their own side, them busy, them fucking done with school, like they had enough. And then you all go to the park, you hang out, you chill for the whole night. Those days you think are never gonna end. And I'm banging something anyway, because the energy has to come out in a physical form, or else I'll kick a fucking animal. It's gonna happen. Peter, watch out. So, never. Why'd I say that? Now I'm gonna have Peter come after me. I'm gonna have documents. I'm gonna have e-signature files sent to me that I have to sign, saying I will never harm a fucking bird. Which, by the way, a pigeon shit on my mother. I never loved animals and pigeons as much as I did this past month. Moms tend to, moms, they tend to, they tend to hit you right when they know it hurts. They tend to fucking twist a muscle in your fucking body that, they know hurts you the most. And I remember it was one morning where me and my mom, we had a little fucking morning where we were, knitting tit for tat, going back and forth with each other. And all of a sudden I get a text message, a bird just shit on me. I was like, I paid that bird to kill you. But at the end of the day, no, it was fucking funny though. It was funny. It was amazing. My mom just texted me, I got shit on, and I'm not sure if you heard about it, if the bird shits on you, it's good luck. So I told my mother, stop playing the fucking lotto. Let's go, make the fucking, if you're gonna get shit on, something good has to come out of it. So play the fucking numbers, go play Powerball, okay, start shoving those balls up fucking orifices, do what you have to do to bring our family out of this. So, that happened. And then Sunday, Vinny came over. It was last Sunday, so before this podcast. So it was before last podcast, actually. Before last podcast went out, Vinny came over that Sunday. I think I even explained it, so that was one. So that was one time he came over. With the last week's podcast, he came over. We watched fucking Hell's Kitchen, had pizza, and I told you how it reminded me of the old times of hanging out with your friends. See, I know it always fucking links back and connects somehow. My brain's not all fucking off the fritz. So, I'm hanging out with Vinny on Sunday, then he hits me up and he says, Turbo, well, what are you doing Friday? And I remember this is actually something I forgot to say on the podcast last week. So, Vinny tells me, so we plan on hanging out that Sunday. So, before, though, he hits me up and he's like, oh, yeah, no. I'm like, Vinny, where are you? I thought he was texting me like, hey, let me come here earlier, or let's hang out earlier, whatever, because I told him to come by 4. And he called me like at 2 or whatever, like 2 o'clock, 1:30, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on, man? He's like, nah, yeah, try to catch a movie, all the lines down the block, couldn't go see a movie. I'm like, oh, okay, who are you with? I'm by myself. You're by yourself? Vinny Boombox! I'm over here, man. So, but I'm the same way. I never want to, bother my friends. I never want to fucking hit them up because I feel like I'm bothering them or they're busy. So I'm the same way. I'm that way too, where I complain when friends don't call me, and I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing, man? Come on, I'm over here too. But then they're like, I never know when you're busy. And then when they hit me up, I'm like, I can't. I got fucking Tim Hansen on my asshole telling me to do it. So, or Rabbit's been getting deep into my earlobe recently, which the ear doctor has been in contact with him for insurance purposes. By the way, Tim Hansen and Crazy Rabbit, look forward to seeing a lot of us three in the near future. That's all I'm saying. We're 8 minutes in, this podcast. Stay tuned, for this podcast. This podcast, in a way, is going to be a little test to see where this stands on YouTube. I was always scared, whatever, you'll see in the podcast, because I'm thinking of starting a Patreon, for this one thing I'm going to be doing in the podcast, but I don't know, because I am planning on doing it, a Patreon or an OnlyFans. Guys, how crazy would that be, though, if I start an OnlyFans? Not for porn, but what if I do an OnlyFans, though, straight up just for like 420 weed content I know that wouldn't be, on here. I know Susan Wojcicki, the CEO, would not allow that. So, but in a way, though, the guy from Optic Hex is making his own weed channel, and it's doing fine. I'm not sure if they're getting fucked in the back end with monetization or whatever, but it looks fine. They get numbers. I mean, what are you doing? So, I want to have a little fun this podcast in a way, but let me just finish what I was saying. Of course, this podcast, if you guys are loyal listeners, you understand how these conversations and the way I speak, we start here, we end here, and then we wind up in the middle. So Vinny comes over now, so he leaves the movies by himself, and I'm like, all right, Vin, listen, in my day, I thought of, whenever I was bored, I said to myself, should I go to the movies by myself? Should I be that one fucking person in the fucking movie theater by myself? I don't give a fuck. Hey, listen to me, I don't give a fuck. I'll go there, I'll fucking smoke a fucking gram, I'll fucking get blitzed, I'll walk in there high as fuck and not give a fuck. I really don't care. So, the plan was, so I'm like, all right, fuck it, Vin. Come here, never go to the movies by yourself if I'm available, ever again. Just, fuck it, come over here. So, all of a sudden, right, Vinny comes over. That's that Sunday. Then he hits me up, says, whatever, we're just talking about bullshitting, and I'm like, hey, Vin, what are you doing Friday? I guess it was Thursday. I'm like, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow, Vin? You want to go to the movies tomorrow? You want to tackle the movies tomorrow? You want to finally see a fucking movie? He was like, fine, no problem, because he was waiting around the block, he said, to go see Thor, and he left, because he's like, I'm not going to wait around the block to go see Thor by himself. So I said, Vin, let's go see fucking Thor. So we're talking about it. We don't know if we want to see Thor, because Vinny saw the first 40 minutes on a fucking bootleg website, which I actually called the cops on him about. Then we were going to see the Minions. I wasn't going to dress up in no suit and fucking tie, be the gentle Minions, whatever the fuck they're called. Okay, that's something I would do. If I was maybe 4 years younger, I would do it. That's actually a lie. If there was money involved in the video, or if there was some incentive behind that video, I would do it. But since there's no spark in my life right now, and there's nothing really, giving me dopamine besides this, I don't, why would I want to dress myself as a fucking minion? I don't see it. But I want, if they give discount stuff, if it was dressed up as a minion and you get 3 fucking free nachos and then 2 hot dogs, I mean, I'm there. I'm a fat bastard. I'm there. But then, we make the plan. We go Friday. We now, Vinny goes and buys tickets way beforehand. Okay, way beforehand. He has OCD. He has OCD from fucking Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. Vinny has OCD that if we don't buy tickets an hour before the movie, we're not gonna have a seat. We're gonna have to be standing behind the fucking projector. It's gonna be a problem. So, whatever, I hit up my friend's dispensary on 81st Street and 5th Avenue, go to it, I hit my friend's dispensary up, and then I go to, the movie theaters, and I'm talking to Vinny, I'm like, alright, Vin, listen, if we're gonna see the Minions, I'm gonna have to get fucked up for this, because 1, I'm already stinking of weed, so this whole fucking movie theater with the kids involved, it's gonna smell of weed, I'm gonna get kids contact high, that's 1. 2, I don't really want to fucking see Minions. I just haven't been to the movies since the Practical Jokers movie in 2019 or early 2020 before COVID. So I just want movie theater popcorn and fill my fat body. So let's just go see anything. But beforehand, I was hitting my Pickle Rick. I was hitting my fucking my bowl. I was getting high, and I was like, you know what? Now I'm ready to go see Minions. So we go to the movie theater. We end up seeing Thor. So I'm like, you know what? It's even better. Fine. I wanted to see Thor. Vinny said he saw the first 40 minutes. I said, Vin, I don't want to ruin your fucking time and just go see Thor for 40 minutes. So anyway, we see Thor. We enjoyed it anyway. I mean, the movie was fucking 2 hours. So after the 40 minutes, Vinny didn't spoil anything for me. And then, I see Vinny again. He comes over. I see him that Friday, and then I see him, wait a minute here. Did I just fucking lose track of when I saw my friend? 2 times! So I'm getting excited, thinking I saw him 3 times, because seeing him 2 times, in my head's like, holy shit, I saw him 1,000 times more than I did last year. You see, so the whole point is, people, you really gotta hold those times where you're hanging out with your friends. You gotta hold it tight to your body. You gotta hold it tight to your body. Because if you forget about those moments, if you forget about like shoving a finger in your friend's asshole, at the beach house, if you forget those moments, because when those moments disappear and you're struggling to schedule a day to go see a movie with your friends, because now you got your own fucking lives, you're gonna want to remember the scent on your finger from your friend's ass crack. Those memories, you're just gonna have to remember. Those are the memories, our parents, Polaroid pictures, VHS home videos, fuck that. We remember the sense of going down, licking an asshole at the Jersey Shore. We remember the scent of putting our nostril in the armpit of a hairy armpit girl, thinking, holy shit, she's wild. But what are you gonna do? What are you really gonna do? I mean, you saw that pause there? You see that pause there? That pause there was me fucking reevaluating all those moments in my life, and I like a cold fucking chill went down my spine. What is the first thing on the main list? That was a crazy fucking wacky fucking rant intro I just did there. You know what, people? At this point of the podcast, you'll see what I mean by it's been a hectic couple of days, business-wise in terms of this. There's something coming. There is a storm a-brewing. There is a nice little package waiting for you people. Okay, you sexy bastards that loved the past content with me and my fellow friends, the gang. And if you've been seeing some of the tweets I've been posting, we been posting. Stay tuned. People, I'm on Twitter working on this next project. Twitter is one of these things where Twitter is my second vice. It's marijuana and then it's Twitter. I don't know what it is with Twitter, but when I see that number one notification button, pop up on that fucking bird, knowing that someone wants to talk to me, I'm like, you know what? I'm hard. So I go on Twitter, and I see this encounter, right? I see this encounter, and all of a sudden, right, something hits me weird. I'm like, because usually these encounters on Twitter can go both ways. You have the Twitter post where it's all about an argument that a boyfriend and girlfriend had. Instantly, you see what side you're on, the boyfriend side or the girlfriend side. There's two posts. It's instantly a bunch of guys tweeting, fuck that bitch, fuck that hoe, these hoes ain't loyal. And then you got the girls that are like, get his money, get his fucking, you should have took his house, sis. You should, queen, you should have took his health insurance. Like, those are the tweets you see. So this one, it's a different type of encounter. So now, how do you go on your fucking bookmarked fucking tweets? Here we fucking go here. So I go on Twitter, and here's the tweet, okay? It's on the screen right now. So I'm selling my other PS5, which, by the way, a PS5 is still a hot commodity. Like, a PS5 still, a mom's still selling ass for these PS5s. I don't know. So I'm selling my other PS5. And this guy asked for my number to contact me easier. And this is how the conversation went. Don't be like this guy. At this rate, I'll just keep the PS5. He tried to call me after his last text as well. Then I blocked him. Let's just see how this goes. Hey, it's Baker. I'm guessing without even, I swear on everything. I swear on my grandmother. I've seen this post. I looked at the profile picture of this female because you always got to give a little, you always got to look. You always got to give a little taste. And Baker, we're talking about Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina. We're thinking this type. I'm already at that part of the world in my mind, okay? Hey, it's Baker. Can we meet at 7:15 for the PS5? I guess meet for the trade. LOL. Oh, yes, that's fine. I will only meet at the police station in town. Now, when I was a big Call of Duty Zombie fan and Black Ops 3 came out and they were giving away the Juggernog fridge special edition and they sold out within like 6 hours and I was crying, depressed that I could not get a PS5, look at me, a fucking Juggernog mini fridge that holds, I don't know, 1 can of Coke. You can ask Vinny Boombots about Vinny Boombots. This whole episode is about Vinny Boombots. Ask Vinny Boombots. He was with me on a weekend sleepover when this whole thing was going on, and I was depressed about not getting a fucking Juggernaut fridge. Okay. Yes, that's fine. I will only meet at the police station in town. Now, I understand. Listen to me. I have a sister. I have a mother who takes the train going home from work every night. I understand how it is so different for females in this fucking day and age. I'm telling you, I understand. I know in this day and age, the fact that females have to walk differently, look at their surroundings differently, it's sad how they have to live. So I'm reading this like, at the beginning, I'm like, I get it. All right, I get it. But then I'm remembering this is the reaction I had. And then other eBay interactions my father had in the past. My father once was a big eBay guy, and he would always fucking meet people for golf clubs and shit. And I'm just like, police station? I'm like, that's a little weird though. Like, if I heard that to me, hey, I'm only meeting at the police station. In a way, I'd be like, bitch, I want that PS5, so I don't give a fuck. But in a way, I'm like, all right, so maybe that's one way, like, the guy could be really weird in this scenario where he kept, like, saying, like, no, it's not me, the police, it's not me, the police. At one point, I would have been like, fine, fuck it, I got nothing to hide, all right, fuck it, hey, Sarge, how are you? I'm here to meet a PS5. Like, okay, so, LOL, the guy, I guess the guy's like, LOL, scared? I'm not going to steal your PS5, especially when you have it for retail, LMAO. The girl goes, no, I'm not scared. It's just a safety precaution. And yes, it's the disc console with an extra controller and Horizon for $600. I appreciate all 20s if possible, too. All right. Now we're getting a little fucking... Calm down. I can just meet you at your house if you want, so you don't have to waste gas. It's expensive. That's the only maybe weird thing I have. Maybe you could have met at like a, you know, like, hey, meet me at the Rite Aid or something. Your house? Well, I wouldn't have said that. I could just meet you at your house if you want, so you don't have to waste gas. It's expensive. With the fucking wink, the winky was, you know. 20s is fine. Haha, I'm sure you're used to smaller bills anyway. Okay, wait a minute. I just recognized the total fucking downfall and point. Turbo, you gotta research. That was a live reaction of me reading the oh fuck line in this whole tweet. Well, this whole fucking. You see, this is me. Guys, this is a perfect example of me. Jack the Bus, who's watching this probably not right now, is like, this is Turbo. Vinny Boombots, this is Turbo. All my friends, like, oh, this is why I was never the fucking valedictorian. This is why I always failed in those prank fucking quizzes the teachers always give you. Like how, like which students follow directions or whatever, where it's like, step 1, don't write name or whatever, and you just write your fucking name in the beginning. And, you know, like, the whole point of me bringing this up was to be like, don't be like this bitch. Like, hey, bitch. Like, why do you gotta meet the fucking gas station? You know, this fucking snake is hot. Jesus fucking Christ. Snakey, you're making me sweat. I was trying to be a little fun, have you on the show. I had you on my neck for about 22 minutes already. That's enough. I'm gonna get a heat rash right now. Jesus Christ, I'm getting a little heat rash. But now, God bless this chick for having the fucking, like, go fuck yourself mentality. And fuck this guy. Fuck Blake. Fuck Baker. Fuck Baker. Oh, God. Oh, my apologies to Awesome. Miss Awesome, her name is. Oh, God. Oh, I apologize. I really do. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at me coming on here being like, why do you want to meet at the police station? Maybe, you know what? She had the right intuition. Then she goes, says, you could find another PS5 somewhere else. I'd appreciate if you don't text, blah, blah, blah. Then he says, haha, fucking bitch. You don't know what a joke is? Keep a PS5. I mean, that's not a way to joke. I mean, listen, if you're getting a PS5 and if you're just trying for an interaction, that's no way to do it. You know, I was trying to come on here with that Kevin Samuels mind, like, look at this female trying to like frame and like target this guy to be some type of like predator or whatever because she wants to meet at a police station. But damn, because you're used to smaller bills, he was like, he said, you know what? I'm going to take this chance. I can just picture this guy already in my head. Well, that took a turn. That took a big turn. Big turn. Wow. Because I'm sure you're used to smaller bills. I don't even have that type of confidence when I know the girl's into me. I don't even have the balls like Baker. I can already picture Baker. I mean, the way he says that line, maybe Baker is this type in Tennessee where he's trying to be that short khaki shorts above the knee, high white Nike socks. You got the keys with the lanyard coming out the pocket. You got the fucking, the cut off shirts that show the rib cage. This is the kid I'm thinking about, but that's too cool. That kid I'm thinking about is too cool for a message like this. This kid who text fucking this poor soul of a girl just trying to sell a PS5. He has a lot of dandruff on the shoulders, so that's just what I'm thinking. So now I think this has a great fucking leadway to this next fucking topic. I need to take a tolerance break. I really do. The way I need a tolerance break is for that reason right there. I'm at the point where I would be a terrible therapist. That right there shows why I would be a terrible fucking therapist. I'm looking at Exhibit A. I read Fact A, done. That's all I need to fucking hear. Where's the gavel? Where's the... Done. Done. You know, and I think it's from the brain cells I'm losing. It could be. It could be. You know what it also could be? The fact that I haven't took a tolerance break in a long time. The last time I took a tolerance break, let me see here. The last time I took a tolerance break was that whole month of June. I think I mentioned on the podcast before. That whole month of June, before I was going to that Zombies event in Vegas, and I was being the host, and I remember that whole month knowing I gotta be sharp for this event. Like, that's another thing, too. I'm not one of these fucking weed smokers that go, you know, this has no bad effects whatsoever. I mean, I helped a personal family member, like I mentioned before. I've helped a personal family member get off pills, opioids, with marijuana, and they're doing amazing right now. Knock on fucking wood. And I thank that to the way this world and the society is open to talking about weed, and the way this world is so open to be able to get weed and get the medical marijuana and the CBD or whatever you do need for your joint pain, whatever, depression, whatever you do need it for. And if this was a couple of years ago, just a couple of years ago, my family member, it would have just been forced rehab, forced debt with the rehab, because you don't know how much fucking insurance covers. And yeah, but I really, really, really do think I need to take a tolerance break. But what I want to do though with the podcast, with the Patreon, with which by the way, I'm fucking crazy. Let me know, because I don't want to have, I know Crazy Rabbit has an OnlyFans and it's funny, but it's not him. It's not him doing porn. Chelsea Lynn, comedian who does Trailer Trash Tammy, if you're involved, she doesn't do porn. She does, yeah, there's some hits. She has the ability to hire porn stars and shit to show some titas. But I mean, why can't I just do an OnlyFans with 420 weed content, maybe some titas and some butt cheeks? But because I just feel like if there's an OnlyFans of me, like, oh, Turbo Comedy OnlyFans, people who I know, family members, oh, I heard you have an OnlyFans. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the, oh, so I heard you have a, what is that about? Is it porn? Like, I don't want that. I don't. But since it would only be just weed content and whatever crazy content I do involving marijuana and stuff that wouldn't be allowed on YouTube, I would do it on the Patreon. The Patreon. But I don't want to do an OnlyFans because I know some kids also, if their parents find out, oh, they're signed up to an OnlyFans, that they're gonna have to explain it. So I know a lot of fans of, or Sexy Bastards or whatever, they're gonna be like, I can't sign up for an OnlyFans. I don't even have my own fucking card. I can't have a bill, get a bill. So it's probably going to be a Patreon. You know, I'm just blabbering on all of it. I'm speaking openly. Just speaking very openly about this right now. But no, one way I also knew I needed a tolerance break was I'm going through 8s like it's nothing. But in a way, I keep going back to, I look at what my other friends do. I look at the way they drink. I look at the way they do other substances. And it's like, I would never do, I don't have the balls to do that. I have the OCD and the anxiety to where this benefits me and helps me to be able to do this. Like, if I was doing anything else besides weed, I would not be able to do a podcast right now. I would not be able to do anything right now. But what are you gonna do? IV, how's your rash? But I'm nervous though, not to take a tolerance break, but I want to make that weed content. But I also know what the fuck, how I'm not getting high. Fellow weed smokers out there, like, what the fuck, if you have a less of a tolerance or a high tolerance, and if you smoke one bowl and you're fucking blasted for the whole entire night, and the next week you smoke another bowl and you have to smoke 5 bowls to feel that way, it's the way everything is with tolerance. But, you sexy bastards, I have that planned. Also, I have a lot of other things planned. Like I said, the second comedy album, which, by the way, I have the full schedule, and we'll do a quick little, I have a quick, nice progress sheet finally made for the second comedy album. So the progress sheet, I have I have to do the draft for each track, so draft number 1 for each track, then I have to have the final script for each track, then I gotta record each track, and then after I record each track, it's donezo. Do the art, do everything cool for it, and that is what I can't wait for. And like I've been teasing, and like you probably can already tell from the tweets, and like I've been talking in the past, 32 minutes, there's another thing coming. I can't talk much about it. But I can only come on here and just blabber about my week, every week, and, just say what's going on in my life. Nothing crazy. Like I said, hung out with Vinny, smoked some ganj, and, nothing really crazy this week. Not the very, very chill fucking week. I'm probably gonna try to get a guest on for next week's podcast. We haven't had a guest on in a hot minute, so let's just have that happen. Let's have a guest on. Let's try to get, I'm looking for the Pope, okay? If anybody has an open contact to the Vatican, please let me know. That would be a good insight and a good little scoop on what's going on in the world. All right, so you sexy bastards, I love you. It's very hot. It's 92 degrees right now in New York. Keep that asshole clean. Swamp ass is in the high criterias right now. So if you do have swamp ass, make sure to walk around with a nice dry towelette, a ShamWow to be exact. If you're not a ShamWow member, go buy ShamWows. I'm not sure if the commercial is still online. I'm not sure if the number's on the screen. But hey, maybe ShamWow if you want to sponsor a feature episode, okay? Do that. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this joint. Make sure you guys subscribe, click the like button, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, everything down below. And yeah, this podcast is now on Spotify. I don't really explain it much because I don't do. I don't really do things to, help this podcast grow. So, watch it on Spotify if you're fucking gone and you're fucking, on the mountaintops and you still want to watch me for some reason, please do so. I love you all. Have a great day, you sexy bastards. Keep that asshole clean. Swamp ass is in high effect. And, yeah, see ya. Fucking put this back on, this fucking bullshit, I'm not an engineer!